Good evening. I hope this video is not going to be judged because the context I am going to be talking about might be out of the box for few people who are judging people without knowing themselves. Of course, it's all about the entire world where we are living currently, and the world wouldn't be exquisite if there wouldn't have had the combination of nice human beings with enormous kinds of personalities. Therefore, talking about us, we are utterly considered to be 90s kids. For our parents, they might have taught us something really difficult. To some extent, they kept on calling us rowdy, the vibe that literally doesn't get matched with themselves. Now, talking about us, most of us are behaving like granny. Most of us do not have any idea in terms of the people who are regarded to be Gen Z. Gen Zs are being mocked in several ways. Of course, human beings are meant to be making mistakes. We all did something which was not correct. Later on, with the help of our experiences, we had to rectify ourselves. Talking about Gen Zs, I'm not going to take their side completely, but as I want to have that aura that should be prevailing some positivity. So why not talking about some of the positive traits about Gen Zs? From Gen Zs, what exactly I have learned from is their control. It's something really surprising, and sometimes I get stunned how they maintain a beautiful smiling face, but their days are messed up. How come they still communicate with others in a positive way where they do not know how to get their day executed? Inside their head, there might be a lot of things, those are not spoken, but they really are sure of getting their problem sorted, unlike us. Second thing that I want to mention about Gen Z or Gen Zs, they carry a different aura that cannot be negatively judged. That shouldn't be even negatively judged because they are skilled, they are tech savvy. And the remarkable fact about themselves is they love to teach others, but not putting them downgraded, not letting them understand that they are teaching something really exquisite. The way they talk, the way they make a healthy conversation, sometimes when it comes to dealing with a senior citizen, they also know how to show respect. But the way of getting others validated can be different than us. It's not all about keeping their hands locked behind, but looking at that person, being vocal, increasing their vocal cords, and talking to them. It cannot be always the sign of audacity or calling them adamant as people, because that's how they have been brought up. So we have to admit that. Third of all, the moment they are extremely timid or they are depressed, they know this is not the right time, or that person is not the correct person whom they are supposed to share everything with. Even if they are being questioned several times, if there is something wrong, they are 100% sure of suppressing them, but saying, I am okay, as a form of answer. There are so many other things that Gen Zs know that we are not so sure of. Talking about geographical location and getting themselves updated, it's something very stunning for me. And I do appreciate. Talking about our era, we kept on reading something depending on textbook or newspaper that was asked by our parents. But they do it on themselves out of their curiosity. They are curious. They need to learn everything. Talking about their technical arrangement, the way they are projecting themselves in terms of making any kind of content, it shows that they are tech savvy as people. They might make mistakes. They have a lot of things, those are being criticized. But I am 100% sure it could be rectified. Time will be required, because end of the day, they do know whom to go to, how to express themselves, and they are great at giving hug. They embrace everything in a positive way. Talking about hiding their emotion, they are fabulous. They will never let you know that they have cried today. They will put on makeup and they will conceal their grief, and they will repress, and they will be hiding their negative emotion, and their mind changes within a second. Nobody can understand until or unless it is spoken. Unlike us, we used to be immensely vulnerable once emotional turmoils came in our lives. We kept on crying like kids, but they are mature enough. Most of them, they have their own community whom they can share, whom they can flaunt everything to, and they are emotionally sorted, even if they keep on saying that their life is messed up, but they are not going to come to you to take suggestion. Sometimes it has been observed that they are witty, they are profound in terms of giving advice that too works in our lives. If we go for execution, of course, it works. Talking about their fashion, talking about their elegance, they are actually born for this. Those do not go with us. No matter how much time we try to be like them, we cannot be like them because they are two steps ahead than us. These are all the positivity. It's not like they are meant to be mocked and they are meant to be criticized. But there are so many stuff. If you get along with one of the Gen Zs, one fine day you make a healthy conversation, you will see yourself that 20% or 30% of your problems are magically sorted because they have taught you something really different out of their experience. And they are emotional, of course, but to some certain people, they have a mutual bond and they are ready to sacrifice. And if that aura comes, if they become adamant in a positive way, they can change the entire world. We can be furious, but they are not scared of raising their voice. This is something really outstanding that I have learned from them. Their no means no, their yes means yes. It's not like they are privy or they are phony all the time. They can be privy. This is their choice. Over the time being, whatever mistakes they are making, just like us, we used to be making a lot of mistakes in our lives, but those mistakes were not spoken of because of the lack of social media or the lack of presence on social media. Now their lives are being the hot topic. Most of the Gen Zs who I have come across before, I have seen that they're least bothered about getting validated. Rather, they could be mind blowing to get others validated, like some people who are seeking for validation. Now we have become senior citizen compared to them. We need acknowledgement. Sometimes we become emotional. If you meet them, if you have shared any healthy conversation, if you can get along with them in a positive way, they will come to you, they will give you a nice hug, and they will be telling you something that can make your day. The world is not all about negativity. The more we become prudent about exploring Gen Zs and their personality, keeping all the negative stuff aside, if we keep on searching for the positive stuff, those they possess could be implemented in our lives, and we can see that we can be friends as well. To me, they are angels. We are proud of you, and we know one day, whatever stuff you are being mocked about can be mitigated because you know better about yourselves. You know how to wipe your tears. You know how to hide your tears, but being exceedingly powerful, you do have that strength in yourselves. You just come out of this in terms of all negativity. I believe that all the Gen Zs are not same. They are brilliant. They can remember everything. If I want to make some comparison, we kept on studying day after day, but they will study for 7 days and they will score 70% out of 100%. So they are born talent. They have that intelligence. They are powerful and they know their vulnerability shouldn't be shown to everybody. And the way they get savage to others sometimes should be learned by us as well. We become repulsive to keep on teaching them every single now and then. Sometimes it's not even required by themselves. They know the answers already. So, this is something really surprising, and I really appreciate. It's not all about their horrendous or notorious traits, but some benevolent attributes at the same time. They can be graceful, they are elegant, they are multitasker, they are diversified, they are dynamic, they are prudent, they are generous, they are graceful, they know how to assist others when you are seeking for help. All the human beings cannot be bad at the same time. So these are all about for tonight. Respect goes to good Gen Zs.